How's it going, guys? And welcome to the third round of our F1 2014 career mode live stream series. The series we do this live on YouTube with no assists, legend AI, no flashbacks, mods, whatever you see, anything can happen. We're in Bahrain under the lights, and for the third consecutive season in a row, we get pole position in Bahrain. Only just though, the closest qualifying so far of the season, 3/100ths quicker than our fellow Brit Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, the current championship leader for this season. The setup I've ran for qualifying, as you can see on the screen, is what I used. I'm going to put the front wing up to 1 for the race, but if you want to use any of the setup, I'll put a time frame in the description below if requested, and I will get that to you guys as soon as possible. But this you can use for your online experience, or your own career modes, or Grand Prix modes, whatever you want to do, or even time trial as well, whatever floats your boats. Two-stop strategy as always, like we did for the previous 2 seasons. Going to probably stick with the same strategy. May go onto the primes on the second stint, depending on where we are position-wise, to try and gain a bit of time on our fellow drivers. But hopefully our race pace will be a bit better than it has been for the first two rounds, as we haven't been that great. So hopefully this can be a springboard to better success for the season, hopefully, and get our championship contentions back on. So we'll see how we do. Yeah, but as always, guys, let's try and get this to 100 likes for every round. It will be fantastic to do, and I'll get the next round up straight away for you guys as soon as possible. So onto the grid. Us on pole position for the first time this season in the Scuderia. Hamilton and Rosberg, then our teammate is in 4th. Could potentially get a double podium here, so it'll be quite good. The lights are on though. Round 3 of our Season 3 career mode is away. And my voice went there, so I do apologise there. We're going to try and block Lewis Hamilton there, but he gets a better start than us and takes the lead straight away from us. Oh, and just nearly went to the back of Rosberg there, but going to try and go around the outside of Hamilton, but the AI are a bit slow there, but we regained the position. Oh, hell's broke loose behind, I can see. But that's a scary moment there, so the AI will now spread out now. So the mod hasn't really helped on some tracks, but on most tracks it's been fine in terms of not gaining that many positions, but the gap's only 0.6 of a second, so it's not that much of a gain. But it is a long race, this one, 29 laps. Strategy is going to be a massive factor in this race. Whatever tyre you go on, you just got to pick the right one. So I don't know why the AI go to the left there. I don't understand that. It's a bit weird. So we'll see what the reason for that is. If there is one from Cody's. Don't know why they do that. Not off the racing line, but oh well. Obviously I'm going to try and play a bit of a conservative strategy with the tyres. Try and extend the stint on the options. So that's why you're going to see me go down to lean quite a bit in this race. Always have the front brake bias at the front. Not many people use the brake bias, as I've just turned into early there. But the gap's reasonably the same, but obviously the draft's going to be a massive factor here with this long straight. So I'm going to be probably a sitting duck when it comes to the DRS, which is next lap, which won't be enabled till the back straight, which you can see on the map. On the bottom left hand of your screen with the big green circle. Well, we'll see how we do. This Ferrari is quite good around here. It's nice and stable when I've been practicing for this. And qualifying was quite good as well. Even though it was in the dying moments of qualifying, we got pole position like we've done for the last 2 seasons. But a bit of a lock up there on the right hand side, but I'm going to drop it to the rear now. Very tricky corners want to get right, so we're going to hopefully get this right, which we have done. Let's just get back to the front. Hamilton's gained a bit of time on us through this middle sector, which the Mercedes are actually quite good on, as I've just locked it completely, just avoid Lewis there, on there, so as I just had a little moment there, so with my wheel, so I had to fix that. Sorry about that corner cut, but that was a bit of a moment there. Just stay to the right, so I had to quickly disconnect it and put it back in again, the wheel, so many apologies there, guys, about that. For the sudden delay in speaking. As Marcus Ericsson there, ladies and gentlemen, sets the fastest lap of the race. As I said, throughout the season so far, the surprise package of the championship. As here comes Lewis again, but just doesn't want to overtake yet. Thinking of the DRS, potentially, maybe. Just taking a bit of curb there, turning too early. Bit of a better exit there. The double right-hander, as you can see there, the Mercedes have the DRS, so going to be a bit interesting to see if that comes out. But with that disconnection of the wheel, it's going to be quite interesting. I've got no force feedback, so I am going to be in a bit of bother here. About steering inputs, so I'm going to be very difficult this one. So here we go. Luckily behind us, the top three are pulled away from everyone, so I'm going to stay to the right. As we've gone purple, we've got the fastest lap, but here comes Lewis. Look at the DRS advantage you get around here, it's ridiculous. But Rosberg sets the fastest lap. We're only a tenth slower than Rosberg, which is quite a surprise. So that's quite interesting to see those facts. Braked a bit too early. That corner, very difficult section, this middle sector. Not my favourite one on the track, but we'll see. Just a small tap on the brakes, but we still get a lock up there, so something I need to address, hopefully very soon. But Hamilton, I don't know why they're doing that. I don't understand why they pull to the left. They're not going to overtake us because they've got to come across onto the racing line to take this corner. It's a bit of a mystery why the AI do that. And that's probably why, because they do that, they lose so much time, to me, in that particular corner. See, they're now 9/10 now, so. But that front left is taking the beating. Seems okay at the minute. So the gap has dropped again, a tenth and a half gained from Lewis. Get a bit more time now. Vettel's up to fourth. He's got past the Williams, it seems. As Vettel now sets the fastest lap. Still 7 100ths quicker than us in our overall time, but as you can see, we're in optimal fuel, so got to save some fuel for the time being. So we can see there, Vettel's starting to catch both me and the Mercedes drivers, so it seems Vettel's got a bit more, is liking the Ferrari this season compared to the Red Bull from 2014. Still in lean, optimal fuel though, so we need to still keep an eye on that. Bahrain is very demanding on fuel consumption, so we may need to drop down a bit. because we're going to have to defend again from Lewis, so we're going to pull to the right. There's Lewis Hamilton now. We're going to come across to the middle lane to stay there. The defensive line, take the racing line to turn 1. So our tyres are slowly going off. Not at a quick pace, but they are going off. You can start to feel the lack of grip. So it's only 8 tenths covers the top 3. So it's basically like the real life, but the addition of me at this situation with Hamilton and Rosberg in the frame. So it's a three-way horse basically, realistically. Yeah, the reason why I'm in lean is because I'm on optimal fuel and I only use rich on the straights. One, to defend from Hamilton and Rosberg, who have got DRS, and obviously to try and get a nice straight line speed as well. Plus with lean you can get better traction out of the corners, as you can see there, getting a bit of time on Lewis and Rosberg, so I'm very impressed with my consistent 38s, which is quite good for me, so very nice, as Vettel is slowly gaining on us as well, which a lot of people are mentioning in the chat at the minute, if you're watching this live, by the way. So you can see Hamilton now into that draft once again. So if we can keep getting consistent 38s and the tyres seem okay, then I probably will try and attempt to do a option, try and do a bit of a shorter prime stint in the middle stint and then go on to the options again. But we'll see how that goes. Three tenths per second still 8 tenths roughly complete is the top 3, but there's Vettel in the distance. So I could tactically do a park the bus and hold these guys up even more and let Vettel catch up and try and gain positions. We'll stay to the middle lane. As here comes Hamilton, as you can see in the mirrors, for the first lead change, which will be a no. Bit of a cone, bit on the curve there, bit of oversteer, but here comes Rosberg and Hamilton. Here comes Lewis, but backs out of it. But he's under pressure now from Nico Rosberg. As I said, this is not one of my favourite tracks. My favourite track, as someone has mentioned in the chat, my favourite track is Silverstone. So, as many of you will probably know from my previous career mode episodes, it is my strongest track on the calendar, and where I've done my last to first challenges on. So, looking forward to doing that track again. As Hamilton's even closer now than he has been before. So will anyone react to pitting early, I wonder? But Vettel now is in draft territory. As you can see, those tyres are absolutely crisp now. as we've got a back marker up ahead, so I wonder who that was. As Hamilton pits early. That's a surprise to see that. So Hamilton's trying to do the undercut, but it would depend where he comes out, so that'll be quite interesting. And what tyres he's on as well. We're going to go on to the primes. Obviously this won't do any favours to Vettel, who's in third now. But doesn't make any odds for me. Vettel is obviously my teammate, but I get first dibs on strategy because obviously I am ahead of him, so. Just went a bit wide out of the exit of that corner, but Vettel's very close now to Rosberg on the map, it seems. Still 7 tenths per second. Bit of a lock up there as well for the first time in this race. We're not going to lap that Manor car, but we're going to dive into the pits, as Vettel will stay out. So we've got a pit battle going on between us and Mercedes as we come into our box. Bit of a slow one, 3.7. Not a good one there, but we're still ahead of Nico, so I'll take this. But where's Lewis? I think this is Lewis Hamilton coming down the straight. There he is. Are we going to get ahead of him? And we do indeed hold position, just holding off Lewis, and he is on the same strategy as us. He's going to go to the middle lane again. Got cold tyres, obviously Hamilton has got warmer tyres than us, so he's got a bit more grip than us. But the nice sign of grip. I just love the grip. So we're going to try and stay out till lap 20 and pit again for option tyres. It will be tricky. But obviously Sebastian Vettel is leading the race currently, but he will be pitting this time by. It will be a bit strange if he stays out. But I think Hamilton and Rosberg are on split strategies. I can't tell. As this will be quite close actually between us and Vettel and Co. Where's Vettel going to pop out? I have no idea. As I think he's just coming out of the pits actually now. As again, Hamilton doesn't want to pass, which is kind of weird, but it's the same order as it is when we pitted, so Vettel lost out there, lost a bit of ground. As we see, I think that's a Sauber coming through turn 1, so that's interesting. It's nice to hear the engineer telling us that our fuel is okay for the time being, but still got to save some fuel in this middle sector with the mid to slow corners. Save some rear degradation. So I highly recommend any of you guys that don't want to save your tyres, use lean in the slow corners, because it saves reduces wheel spin and saves more on your tyres, on your rears especially. That's for the first time we've gone purple in the middle sector, so that's quite promising, to say the least. Ooh, a lot of oversteer. Massive moment there at the last corner, which gives Hamilton a bit of a chance to take the lead of the race. Still got a new fastest PB. Staying in the middle lane as here comes Hamilton. And we've got a very slow Daniel Kvyat in 20th place. So I wonder what's happened to Daniel Kvyat. And yes, I will be fixing that Red Bull livery for the next round, hopefully, in China. As it still has the test livery on. As Vettel's actually gained a lot on Rosberg and is right on the tail of him. Still, me and Lewis have pulled away from Rosberg now, so it's really now a two-way horse for the lead. Gap's now 1.8 seconds to Rosberg. So doing very well. As we go purple. Actually, for the first time this season, we have a fastest lap of the race. As we're approaching half distance in this race. As Vettel has got past Rosberg, I've just spotted, so we've got a Ferrari 1-3. If Vettel catches up, we could have a 1-2. Which will be quite nice. As we're here to spoil Mercedes' party. So I wonder if Vettel would gain on us. Put a bit of a rivalry on our inter-team battle on again for the third race in a row, where Vettel's pipped us on both occasions, so it would be nice to get one over on our teammate in this race. But the gap is increasing to ourselves and Vettel. It's now 2.3, so that's good. As here comes Lewis again with that DRS. Here he comes, we're going to go to the middle again to defend. Tight line to turn one. Giving the room there as Hamilton takes the lead of the race from that mistake from ourselves. Massive mistake into turn one. So we're going to try and down the inside of him. Give him the space. But he's still there. And we just keep position there. Just hold on to the lead. Or regaining the lead. But that mistake out of turn two is a difficult one for me. I'm not a fan of it, but that's just helped out Vettel and Rosberg. So now it's back to a four-way scrap. Four-way horse for the lead. And I just hope that this Marussia may help me here. Get some DRS potentially. I don't think he is. It's Roberto. As we get past him. Hopefully he's helped us there a bit, and he has. He's actually held everyone up like a treat there. Look at that! Wow, he's held all 3 of them. So it's nice to know my Manor guys are helping me out. That's helped me out a treat there, and that's caused a massive gap to emerge. So now it's 2 seconds covering myself and Hamilton. But thanks to Roberto there in the Manor car, who obviously I'm with for the career mode series on the Manor side of things, which obviously will be coming back this week, as some of you have been asking about where that is. So it's giving me a bit of hope now to pull away, but a bit of a sloppy first sector. It's lost us 4 tenths. Go back onto the power again. And yes, I do apologise, I can't really pronounce his name. Roberto's name, not really good pronunciation of names, so I do apologise. But Hamilton's just too quick in that Mercedes, he's just gained so much. Hamilton's just got that pace. Or are we seeing signs of well, the tyres, the Prime C are alright, I don't know why, but we're setting some really poor times as here comes Hamilton once again, but not getting that much on us there, which is quite a surprise, considering it was only half a second when we crossed the line. Touched the curb there, slowed us down, but we're still maintaining the lead. Straight back to the gas there. So the lowest position I could finish is 4th, but I'm not really thinking about that. It would be nice to get a first win for the Scuderia Ferrari, so don't want to jinx it or anything. We have lost someone already from the race. I've just spotted that on my top left hand side of things. Gap's pretty fine. Hamilton's paying in 2 laps time, which is quite reasonable, as he did pit on lap 8. So he'll probably be paying in next lap, not this lap but the next one. Berg's falling off a bit, so it's now a freeway scrap. Seems the pace is quite even between all 4 of us, which is quite interesting to see. Let's just get back on that power again. So we're nearly at 12 laps to go in this race. Got a lot of oversteer there from the flick. Here comes Hamilton though with that advantage from that mistake. Going to stay to the middle. And I think for the first time legitimately Hamilton will take the lead of the race without a mistake, but it's going to be quite close. If we get this corner right, we luckily get that right and get a nice exit out of turn 1. Just holding on to the lead of the race with plenty of room for the AI there, so. But this is the closest they've been without any mistakes made by myself. And the engineers tell me to go into rich, but I don't want to. As Massa now sets the fastest lap, so he's probably pitted as he's into the 37s for the first time, as we have a bit of a cheeky lock-up there on the front left. So will Hamilton pit now is the question. So we're going to just check behind. Is Hamilton going to go in? No, he's not. He's staying out for another lap. So I think he may pit in this time. Hamilton's saving fuel now, which is quite interesting. So again, we're struggling with the grip, the traction out of the slow corners, especially turn 1. Obviously, not my wheel, my problem. It's down to the game. With pad and wheel users, with the pad people getting a significant advantage over the people on wheels. Just turning too early again for that corner as Massa once again sets the fastest lap of the race. Just gone a bit wide there again. Bit too much there as we get a bit of oversteer mid-corner to be able to correct that. So the question is, will Hamilton pit? That is the question. Going to check behind. Would he dive in? Stays out. Interesting strategy here by Lewis, staying out. Maybe doing a longer stint, maybe. Very interesting though, that is. Bit of a flick there of the wheel to correct that. So we're all going to be most likely be going onto the option tyres this pit stop. I beg to differ, so I think this is going to be quite an intriguing last 10 laps of this race. We're going to stay in fast rich for this last section of the lap. So we're going to go into the pits this time by a bit of a lock-up, try to correct it. This is going to be quite interesting if anyone... Hamilton's in. So it's a battle of the lead, the two first and second place, so this should be quite fun. As we get into our box. Oh, we're going to get held though by Lewis. I hope we don't get held here. Please don't. Yes, we still keep position over Hamilton. Just. So the question is, are we going to get out ahead of Vettel and Rosberg when we pit? Plus we gained a bit of ground on Lewis as well in that pit stop, so I wonder if they made a mistake there, the Mercedes guys. Let's go up to Rich. Got +2 so we can burn a bit more of the fuel. The grip now is just amazing to have on these soft tyres. Rosberg and Vettel will be stupid if they don't pit this time. It's going to be very, very close though. Just turned a bit too early there. Slight bit on the curb there. As we've got Daniel Kvyat once again in that Red Bull, which is just a pile of crap. That's not going to help us because we're not going to get DRS. So the question is, are we going to get ahead of Vettel and Rosberg? As there they are. And we do get ahead of them by quite some margin actually, so that's quite interesting there. So Vettel lost out in the pit stops between him and Rosberg, but overall they've both lost out over myself and Hamilton. So for the second season in a row, it's between us and Lewis Hamilton for the win in Bahrain. So it should be quite an intriguing final 8 laps of this race. So it's all going to come down to who looks after their tyres the most and who has the fuel as well. We've got a manor ahead of us, so this could actually play into our hands here if we get close enough in the next corner or so. We should be getting a blue flag hopefully here, but I don't think the gap's big enough, which I don't think it is. Hope we can get some draft though off this manor, even though it is quite far away, and hold off from Lewis. As here he comes again, here comes Lewis, going to try to die down the inside of us, but again, brakes too early as Hamilton goes 2 tenths quicker than us. As it's Will Stevens who will let us through, not doing what his teammate did. It's getting intense now. I'm trying to not speak that much, but I want to. This is a YouTube video, but the concentration is ridiculous. We've only got 6 laps to go. We're gonna pull our defensive lines, got to stay to the middle. So this is the closest Hamilton has ever been. We hold him off around the outside. Bit of a moment there. So here comes Hamilton down to the inside, will he? No, backs out of it again. Hamilton's now down to 1.1 seconds. Vettel's gone off. The pace is dropped off to Sebastian. Not long to go. Eight tenths of a second now. It's getting that tight again, like it has been for Bahrain over the last few seasons. Can I hold off the Mercedes by setting some average times? But the tyres are going off quite dramatically as here comes Hamilton once again, who's easily got past us this time, but we're going to try and give it to him down the inside. Got to give him the room on the outside, on the inside. He just gives us a tap there on the side of the car, just telling us that we are still got someone to battle with, but gave him so much room and he just taps the side of our car. Not what I wanted, but Rosberg's now back in the frame. Tactically go down to neutral. This is a bit of a gamble for me. I prefer to have more front brake, so I'm going to even it out a bit now, balance it back out. So it is a massive gamble, this is, for me. Gotta try and get out of the draft as well. This may help me a bit. Which it has done. We've got 3 laps before the final lap. So the next 5 minutes are going to be quite interesting. Gone wide. Not what I wanted. Vettel's not going to be in the fight for the win, it seems. He's quite far away. Unless us 3 have a bit of a moment there, but our tyres are going off. We have got +3, but I don't want to use it because the tyre wear just keeps the rear tyres just get a lot of wheel spin and you lose so much time, especially around here. I'm literally holding on for dear life now. Try and get out of the draft as well. And again, we're going to pull to the right as quickly as possible, avoid that draft from Lewis, as we're going to go 3 laps to go in this race. He actually nailed that section quite nicely, actually. Just a bit wide there, missing the apex, but we just got away with it. In terms of the championship, I've not really talked about the championship. This is going to be quite interesting because we've got, if it stays as it is, we're going to gain 10 points on Nico Rosberg, but straight on the power again. But this has to be the closest career mode episode we've ever done if it stays as it is in terms of the gap. This is very, very close. Don't count, I would say don't count Vettel out. I know there's a lot of Vettel fans in the comments, but he is quite far away. He needs like a load of DRSs to catch up. Back onto the racing line for the final corner for the embarking on the penultimate lap. Out of the draft. Here comes Lewis again. Top 3 covered by just 0.8 of a second there. Bit of a lock up there on the right. Get away with it nicely. Our tyres look absolutely gone. As you can see, the front left is just gone, which is good seeing that the tyre wear mod that the new tyre wear mod I'm using for this round and for the rest of the season is actually quite decent, so getting a lot of lockups now. We've still got that tyre wear problem, which we were supposed to be fixed for Malaysia, but we won't get it until the next round in China. So hopefully tyre wear will be a bit better for us. We're going to pull to the right again, avoid the draft. We're at the final corner now to start the final lap as we get a lot of oversteer. And we've got marbles as well. This is not going to go well. Down nicely. As we start the final lap, back in the 37, so I'll take that. But we've got enough of a gap to get back onto the racing line. Bit of a cheeky lockup. Not to worry about fuel as well, so that's good. Just got to worry about these rear tyres now. Extra careful now as Lewis gets even closer, and so is Rosberg. Vettel's still in there, just staying behind as we go wide again. That's the gap. Hamilton's eventually gone to our racing line, which is quite interesting for the final lap. We've got one more sector to go. Can we finally win in Bahrain, which would be quite a surprise? But Hamilton and Rosberg are there. You can see them on the map and on the track, but we're going to come towards the final corner. They need a fantastic exit to stand any chance of winning this race. But it's not to be. We're going to take our first win in Bahrain, our first of the season. Get it in there. There we go. First win of the season. Those tyres look absolutely gone. Oh, that, especially that front left there. But we do win this race at Bahrain under the lights. Only just though in the shortest gap, the closest gap we've had in quite a while, by only 0.3 of a second. But top 3 there covered by just 0.6, with Vettel only 2 seconds back. So that is very close between the top 4. Then a massive gap there for Massa and Ericsson again, with great promise there. 5 positions gained as well from 11th to 6th. Button gets some points on the board for McLaren Honda. And the only retirement was Max Verstappen with Kvyat 2 laps down. Very surprised to see that from the Russian. So Red Bull still having issues with that Renault engine, so bit disappointing that, but maybe it's the livery, we don't know on there. But what does that mean for the championship leading on to China? We're now second with only 8 points behind Rosberg with that 10-point gain. Hamilton is up to 3rd with Vettel down to 4th, with Massa and Ericsson having a nice squabble there, only 11 points between them. With Verstappen and Bottas tied for 7th place, with Alonso 9th, and NASA completing the top 10 overall. In the constructors, it's now 9 points between ourselves and Mercedes, with that great performance from myself and Vettel. Williams have got a bit of a battle going on with Sauber, with McLaren ahead of Lotus and Toro Rosso and Force India, with Red Bull still a point on the board, which is disappointing. Very disappointing, that is, for him. With Manor, obviously, without any points on the board, but hopefully they could still get there. So, that's quite interesting there. So, that's going to be it, guys, for this round of career mode. And as always, let's try and get this to 100 likes. Once we do, we will get to the next round, which is, of course, China at Shanghai. One of my worst tracks on the calendar, so I wouldn't really expect me to win again. And for the first time in quite a while, as someone has mentioned in the chat if you're watching this live, it's the first time I've commentated an entire race with no overtakes from myself. So, what can I do on there? But thanks very much for watching this, guys. If you are watching this live, then please head over to Matt's channel, where the banter stream is about to start in literally 5 minutes from now. So head over to his channel, I'll put a link in the description below. If you missed that banter stream, I'll put it in as well in the description as well. To everyone watching this live, thank you very much for watching, and as always, remember to hit the like button, subscribe for more F1 content. But until then, guys, have a great day wherever you're doing, and I shall see you for China for the next round of the championship. Until then, sayonara, take care, and have a great day. And seize the day. Carpe diem. See you there.